well, there will be touching. Last time I reviewed a KBDCraft keyboard, I was really excited, to put it mildly. And the reason for that is that this Lego keyboard, that's light, it's not premium materials, it's a Lego keyboard, but it has really nice switches, really nice keycaps, and the feeling and the sound of this keyboard is one of the best sounding keyboards I have. It's really comfortable, and that's why it was really exciting to get the new KBDCraft Israfel 50% Ergo-Split keyboard. Now this is a paid collaboration between KBDCraft and myself. My opinions will always be my own, but I want to showcase this for you. So, of course, one of the main reasons to do a Ergo keyboard is ergonomics, obviously, because the rows are ortholinear, and technically that should help you with your posture. Is it posture when you're just doing fingers? Anyways, it's gonna help you ergonomically. So let's have a look here and go inside the box. That's gonna be a bunch of Lego. You can see here everything that's inside. Let's have a look. All right, so low profile, white, double shot PBT keycaps, Lego Man PCB. Here are the plates. It's already kind of a cool build because it's an unusual build for most people. Most people will never be able to even try ortholinear keyboards. Here are the switches. Really cool, low profile, N2 depth charge, linear, operation force 50. That might be a tad too heavy for my taste, but let's see. Okay, here are the known Lego plates, like the actual bottom, the stabilizers. And then we have, it's kind of a cool colorway for the cable. It's a yellow, straightforward USB-A to USB-C cable. And then you also have a switch puller and keycap puller combined. Okay, so let's get the camera a bit closer to do the build itself. That's gonna be fun. I don't have a manual here, but yours will. This is like a pre-production unit. So I'll be grabbing my iPad here as well to get the instructions. Okay, let's not spend too much time fiddling around. Let's just get into the building part. See you in a bit.
So here we are. This is the fun part you've all been waiting for. We're gonna start by adding the stabilizers to the plate. There are two stabilizers, one for the big shift on the left, acting as a space bar, and one on the enter key all the way over to the right side. To get the switches to stabilize the plate and the PCB, we will start attaching the corners first. So let's get the PCB out. As you would expect, it's split in half. It looks pretty cool, not your usual PCB, this one. Place the PCB under the plates and find a little fork to help you fill the gaps between them. This plastic fork makes sure the plate does not bend when you push the switches in, but when we have all the corners, you're free to add the rest in, no problem. Okay, corners are up. Let's go. Try not to break any switches. as you only have one extra. Plug the PCB together with this nice colorful loop of electrical engineering. Just like that. Alright, now the actual Lego part. What I like to do is to lay out all the pieces I need per page. It's kind of like cooking. You can cook without anything being prepared, but it's roughly 14 times better when everything is pre-cut and ready for you to use. Make sure you pay close attention to the manual. You don't want to build incorrectly because tearing it apart is a bit of a hassle. From here on, it's really all about following the manual and building one page at a time. And enjoy the process, just like you did when you were a kid. And yeah, remember what I said about not making mistakes? Yeah, don't be like me. Here we leave room for the USB-C. And basically what we're doing is to build a base where the PCB will rest. And here it is. By now you should have a groove that allows you to bridge the pieces. You can see where the cables kind of drop down into that hole. The initial tests feel good. Let's get this bad boy out of here so we can continue building. I found that this step was easier if you just let the PCB rest in an upright position. Then you can go in and get the cables tucked in and lock them in place. Like that. It's gonna hang there for a little while. This keyboard has a gasket mount, and we are preparing all the small 2s and their padding now. As you'll see later, these rests on those little forky pieces of the PCB. Yeah, this feels good already. Can't wait to get the keycaps on. But before we do that, we have a few more steps left. It's mostly about pinning it down and getting the finish. Oh, this is a fun little detail. On this board, this little ball joint bridge allows you to set a custom gap between the pieces. That also means the angle for your precious typing limbs. So go ahead and find the position that suits you best. You have a variety to choose from. So you just have to test all of them and find the one most comfortable to you, really. Oop. Like I said, there are many options. I prefer the kind of a narrower one. I like to start without the bridge, kind of find my preferred angle, and then add the bridge back in. This is all personal preferences. Yep, that's pretty good. To prevent the board from sliding around on your desk, you attach these rubber feet. And now for the grand finale. finale, keycaps. This is how it looks fully assembled with the USB that comes with the box. I like the yellow colorway. Wish it matched the orange or the other way around. So, there's more to this keyboard as well. This is just a base that I've shown you, but you can buy more. You can also buy it in black. So white and black are your options for the actual board itself. You can get sound pads to dampen the sound. I did not get this with this shipment, but if you paid attention earlier, you could see there were some holes at the base, and those are for the wrist rests. Maybe you've seen those on the ADAM already.
Okay, so I know what you're gonna say, or I know what you're gonna think when you kind of go into these sound test videos. You're gonna think, well, this guy, he can't even touch type. But I can, I promise. I'll show you with the ADAM that I do touch type. I'm not using the home row, but I just know where the keys are. And since I'm not using the home row, it's gonna look a little weird when I actually do the sound test on the Israfel. Yeah, so bear with me. And, and when the sound tests are done, we're gonna go back here and we're gonna have some final thoughts on the board. So enjoy. Okay, so we're back. And I think that for people who do touch type properly with the home row and the fingers up and down in the correct positions. It's great to move over to an ortholinear layout, first of all, also angled, which is also great. So ergonomically, if you do touch type properly, not like this baboon, it's going to be a really cool experience. This keyboard is also quite affordable, and it's a really fun board. Even if it's not your main board, it can be a fun board to have at work, or the other way around, where you have your other keyboard at work and then you have this one at home. If you're doing a lot of writing especially, or programming maybe, you gotta get used to layers and stuff. But it feels great, it sounds great, it's affordable, you can even make it sound better, you can add accessories to it. So yeah, if you are a proper typist or a proper keyboard user, I think this could be a great addition, or even your main board, but at least a great addition to your keyboard collection. So why don't you give it a spin? There will be a link in the description if you want to test it out. And let me know in the comments if you do and what you think about it. So 2025 is going to be a good year for content. So make sure you check back. And thanks for watching along. Happy typing. Bye. 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 Go now. No, you hang up. Now you hang up. You hang up.